So I ended up having to wait until I got home to be able to do the live video because of internet connection. So, a thought that I had at the gym today is that we can often say things like, I really want to get in shape, or I really want to do such and such, but we don't think about all that will cost and all that means and what will it take to get there. It would take a lot of personal discipline and pain and pushing through even hard times, and eating right and exercising, and or if it's a different type of goal, what is it going to take in order to be able to get you there. So we can say that we want to do certain things, but we got to count the cost. And to me, that also made me think of in the spiritual realm, where lately in church we're talking in Matthew about the Pharisees and how we can be Pharisees nowadays, and how can we be Pharisaical, and what was it about the Pharisees that made them, what was it about them that we could also have them make the same mistake? And one of the things I was thinking of today when it comes to the Pharisees is they wanted to be admired. They didn't and they wanted to be liked. They wanted to have spiritual notoriety, but they didn't want to be like God. They didn't really want to be like Christ. And what does it really mean to be like Christ? See, it's the thing. We might want to say, like, hey, I would really like to be like Christ. But do you realize that means that you will possibly be hated by other people? That you'll be willing to do the dirty and the hard things? That it's a complete life of complete self-denial? That it's a life in which a lot of people may not understand? And are you willing to undergo rejection? Are you willing to take care of the dirty outcasts of life and reach out to those people? Because that is what Christ did. He reached out to the ones that were the outcasts. He reached out to ones that were the most, some of them maybe dirty, that were, sick. He touched lepers. I mean, they were not supposed to be touched. That's what Christ did. So are we willing to do the same? So if we say we want to be like Christ, are we willing to count the cost and say, I'm willing to not reach out to necessarily just the kings of this world, but I'm willing to be identified with the lowliest of the low, and I'm willing to be misunderstood and hated for putting forth the truth. And so to me, again, that puts us to a question, do we just merely want to be spiritually nice or spiritually approved or spiritually admired? Or do we want to be... Anyway, that's some thoughts that I had today at the gym.